When I was growing up, I always wanted to be Indiana Jones, and I guess later on that led to less glamorously to wanting to be an archaeologist. Now, that never quite transpired. Fast forward a couple of decades later, and then the internet comes about and YouTube. And it's got me interested again in ancient history, the ancient peoples, and that whole genre. Anyway, after one failed attempt elsewhere in Thailand last year, I'm finally here today at a place called Khao Pla Ra in Uthai Thani on the central plains of Thailand. There are numerous ancient civilizations, or the remnants of ancient civilizations, and indeed of cave art in many different places in Thailand, and I shall endeavour over the next few months to visit some of those. Anyway, for now, I'll tell you a little bit more about what's here and why it's here and that sort of thing on the way up. So let's go. Good morning from deep in Uthai Thani Province, Deliverance country. We're having a little party over there. It's 7:30 in the morning and about to climb to the top of there. Wish me luck. I'm just about to say, hey, I'm up for it, but not going to be making too many bold statements. I think I'm up for giving it a go. Let's see if we can get right up there. It's pretty bloody steep. Well, here we go. You come across this abandoned building or dilapidated buildings. Don't let that put you off. It's not really a tourist attraction, so I'm walking up that side road and this is the start of the madness. I would like to say to my wife, this is actually your fault because you bought me the ancient Thai history book. Here we go. It's steep and it's bloody hot. So these railings are here, I think, for the first 100 or 200 meters, and then it's a mad scramble up the cliff. This is the first section. It's already pretty sweaty and hot. There's no respite really because it's just up and up and really steep, look, all the way. 300 meters in, so far so good. I haven't collapsed yet. And looks like they put a railing in this bottom bit since the report or the walk was done about, I read about an article and there wasn't a rail in it then, so anyway, let's go up. Yeah, I'm not going to shoot too much of this because it's just the same view. Look, it's just up and up and up. I don't know if this is the bed of an old waterway or not. Oh, the railings are run out, Carl.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah.
We're doing well.
It might mean that they're no longer needed.
Yeah, hopefully. It's the first big refuelling stop. I'd say we're about a third of the way up and so far so good. Sun's coming up above the mountain now. Should make things a bit trickier. Whew. I'd say it was quite likely as well that this trail that we're walking on is, yes, an ancient waterfall or river path, but also the path that these hunter-gatherers used to take, because I would suggest that not just this, but on hilltops around here, and there are various places where they'd sleep and cook and leave their families in safety while the menfolk went down into the valleys to hunt. And there would have been an abundance of wildlife, both to eat, but also on animals attacking them. So to use my favourite word again, it would have been a bit of a precarious place to live. Anyway, I'm getting done by midges here, so it's time to get going again. On the caveman's trail. So we're pretty far up now. They say that the first kilometre is the hardest, and as you can see, it's not quite as steep anymore. And there's no handrails, but it's not so rocky either. It's not so much of a scramble, look. So they are bear scratches.
So I did smell an animal down there. Hopefully we don't run into a bear. Higher, the trees get bigger and older because I guess the loggers back in the day would have been too arduous and too difficult to get this high up, look. Right to the top here, look, it gets really steep again. Really steep. Anyway, got to be 3/4 of the way up. Mountain webs. Ooh. And as somebody once said, when you step into nature or a place like this, leave only your footprints behind. Whoever left all this in a place like this and mile or 1.5 kilometres up the mountain, honestly, shame on you. Okay, you cooked your dinner over there, fair enough, but come on. We're at the top of the mountain on a plateau. It's like a forested plateau, and it's all these different rocks and jagged places, and where my mind wanders to is, okay, we're going to see the cave paintings and the things that they left behind and the artwork they did, but where did they sleep? Where did they live? I mean, clearly they hunted down there, but when you start looking at all these rock formations, you can see little alcoves and little caves and stuff, and yeah, you do wonder if this mountain's been explored properly or whether they found other stuff and haven't really mentioned it, because it seems to me that if you're finding cave art, then you're going to be finding tools or hunting objects or cooking implements, but I would suggest some of the sleeping areas and living areas would have been up there, look. Ugh, me big caveman. Me come back from walking for big hunt. Me go feed family now. Look, and here's my case in point, look, about nooks and crannies and where animals would have been and people as well. I wonder how much of this is discovered, and are there any paintings in there? Look, clearly I can't get down there. Be prepared as well when you get to this plateau and you come over the plateau, you do on the far side have to come down a fair way as well. So prepare those calf muscles to do a little bit of downhilling before you start the trek back. Look, but I'm actually really excited to see these cave paintings. I'm a real ancient history and ancient prehistoric history, ancient civilizations, prehistory, Siam type person. I'm really interested in that sort of stuff, or certainly lately anyway, and I'm particularly interested in all this real ancient history, and I'm going to endeavour over the next year or so to visit quite a few of these sites, Iron Age, Bronze Age and that sort of thing, and try and uncover a bit of the past and find some marvellous spots, really. Almost there. We're almost here, look. Because you have to come up and over the plateau onto the western cliff. And we're just approaching the western cliff now, so it's going to be just over here. I guarantee things look like they might have had a few problems here, so they're going to build a path, because one day, folks, as most places in Thailand, one day this will be a tourist spot. But I shall endeavour to take you as many of these places before they become so, because there are so many places I've been to here over the years that are big tourist spots now. Let's find the new one. They're going to build a viewpoint here, but do you know what? Somebody or people have brought all of these.
They're building something here. They're building an observation.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. They've carried, look, they've carried all these steel poles, steel bars, and that generator all the way. Now look, it opens up. We're staying down in that valley down below there somewhere. Look, it opens up. We're right at the peak here on the western face, and now the cave paintings are going to be just down there somewhere and building a lovely little observation point here. Look at that. No way that someone didn't sleep in here. Look at that. Caveman's bedroom. Yeah, absolutely, that'd be a great camping spot. Now look, 2 ways in and out, Carl. and ascent into what looks like a rather large cave, and I think this is where it's all going to be. Perhaps here, look, is another one of the bedrooms there. Look, that is clearly a place of residence. Look at that.
This has got to be up there, isn't it?
Yeah, cave's up here, mate. I think we've discovered the area. Just another little climb. We're hanging off the edge of the cliff there, actually. Oh, but hey ho. Getting a bit excited now, I must admit. Oh, look. Oh my goodness. Right. I've got to pace myself at this last bit because I'm pretty dehydrated and we're pretty high up, and it's pretty hot as well. Oh, I'm just going to take my time here. Hang on. Oh my word. Oh God, I can see them already. Sorry for getting all fanboyish and everything, but yes, look at this. Wow, 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 wee wah. Oh, I've got to take you up here. I'm all excited like a little kid. I don't feel tired anymore. I don't feel tired anymore. Look at this shit. Look at that. That's 3 to 5,000 years old. There's 4 types of painting here. Apparently this one show people with their pets, apparently their dogs. This next lot here show look, show their relationship with buffalo and how they used to catch them and then bring them in. And up there, look, that looks like Space Invaders. 3,000-year-old Space Invaders. Yeah, there are just so many things that interest me here. If you look up here on the top right, I'll try and get the contrast right so you can see this properly, but there are three figures here that really look like, what, half man, half monkey. Now, this second one from the end, they've got intricate designs on their chest, and then this guy's look like he's got one eye in the side of his head and a beak, and that guy there looks like he has a beak. It's a totally different shape. And then we have all the figures that are still in the black paint that we can't see as much. Now, what's interesting as well is when you start looking at the buffalo paintings, look, that one, he's got tools, he's got some kind of contraption around his wrists there, okay? He's got something around his waist, he's got some kind of a headdress on, and there's a lead on the buffalo which suggests they go down to the plains and they get the buffaloes and they rear them for meat and etc. And then in a minute I'll show you a buffalo as well that he's got it on the chain but there's no tools around his wrist. So, and then you've got this fella here, I'm not quite sure what he's doing, but anyway, I'll try and get you some more close-ups. It's difficult because I'm gonna have to climb up on here, look, and it's pretty precarious. I'll do that in a minute though. Kind of starts here, look, and that's the guy there again. He's got they clearly wore belts that had arrows and tools and whatever they needed for hunting, and they also wore the kind of clothes they wear, if you look, were quite intricate at the front. Yeah. He's got something in his hand there. Guy's got a headdress on there and he looks to be dancing, the one on the left, but apparently this one shows them rearing pets. I'd imagine they're dogs, but it would be my opinion that these dogs would have been bred as pets, but they would have been hunting dogs. Sorry, I've just been filming in totally the wrong place. There, look. Let me go over there a little bit, and he's used a slightly darker pigmentation. And he's got, again, he's got a headdress on and something around his waist. He's got an arrow in his hand, and he's holding a buffalo with a lead, but he's got nothing around his wrists here. Then we've got these square-like objects. I can't tell you what they are. Is he hunting crocodiles, turtles? Not sure there. That there looks very much like a bow and arrow, and they're shooting a deer. A deer and various things up here as well, look. But I'm not sure what's with all the headdresses going on. Oh, I'm getting a bit of an animal stroke bat smell there, so that suggests there's an entrance to a cave here somewhere, because I'm getting a bat smell. Maybe it's even just up there, look. So as you know, we're on Khao Pla Ra today. It's a large steep mountain with a height of approximately 600 metres, deep in the heart of Uthai Thani Province. The forest on the way up, as you saw, is pretty unspoilt, and you have to have a mad scramble up the mountain for 900 metres. And it tells you it takes about 2 hours. It took us quite a bit less than 90 minutes. It's not too bad. Well, this place is absolutely amazing. As long as you bring enough water, and do you know what, I overdid it a bit. I put 2 massive bottles of water in there, coconut water, some sugary snacks. I've only needed a bottle really, but as you get up here, you could, there's not a lot of monkeys or anything like that about, so if you wanted, you could bring a picnic up here and have a good snack, and I'm sure that's what the people used to do here thousands of years ago. But I don't really know what else to say about this place. It's just, it takes my breath away. I mean, it was an arduous climb up, but every single part of it was worth it. Usually you go on a climb to see a remarkable view, but I don't even need to look out there. It looks over a stunning valley of mountaintops and everything, but this is it for me. It's a touch of prehistoric history, and I love to imagine what the scene was like back in the day. There could have been pawn tips sitting over here cooking up some rice. In fact, there wouldn't have been any rice back then. I think the Portuguese brought that, correct me if I'm wrong. Cooking up some food here. Some Chinese mate coming in from down the bottom there with a big sirop or a deer ready to skin and cook. The head honcho up there, the governor up there, probably with a few of his ladies. And like I said, this would have been a resting area. They would have been hunter-gatherers, so they would have had various areas up high like this where they would have slept and cooked and done all the things that families do as well. And then they would have gone down into the plains, because don't forget, back then there weren't just tigers and clouded leopards and all kinds of bears, and there would have been crocodiles in every swamp and every waterway. And there would have even been rhinoceros as well, 2 different kinds of rhino. So the predators were abundant down there, so they would have stayed up here for safety, gone down, got their meat and their food, and then brought it back up. But yeah, stunning place. Put this one on your bucket list, people, seriously. There's about 40 pictures back there, including pictures of humans in many characteristics and animal pictures. These pictures depict the way of life of ancient humans, which is an important historical heritage of Uthai Thani. And archaeologists have actually divided the groups of paintings on Khao Pla Ra into 4 groups. And as I think I mentioned a minute ago, group 1 depict a relationship between human and pets, and I think they're probably dogs that they've got with them there. Group 2 are pictures which show the relationship between human and cow, catching the wild cow on the way to bring it back, control it and take care of it. And group 3 are pictures of rituals. Humans in the pictures had certain accessories different from others, with animals that look like monkeys or monkey men. Group 4 includes miscellaneous pictures, most of which are pictures of animals. And you can see they're pretty elaborately made, and some are more lifelike than others. I'm just looking for more remnants, really, of... I'm sure the people that have been up here have scanned this entire area and pulled up any tool that they found, or arrowhead or anything like that, but it's obviously still worth a look, isn't it? Maybe should have come up here with a spade and got me, instead of hiring a porter or a guide, hire a spade man who can come up here and dig a few holes. Right then, let's have a little look out the back here, because paintings were down there. They had to live somewhere. Look, I'll climb up both places, but here, look, up the wooden stairs to Bedfordshire. So in black, there's a little buffalo or horse or something there, and there's another one underneath. And a little one up there, so people would have climbed up here. Or it could have been a little rascal who's come up here with some crayons, no? and done all the black ones. So I was looking for the area that may be the hearth, or somewhere where they used to light fires, and this looks like it. I mean, I thought this was just loads of more paintings and black squiggles, but I reckon down here was perhaps the hearth where they used to cook stuff. But anyway, I just want to quickly, before we head down, I just want to quickly investigate over here a little bit. I've just taken a chunk out of my finger, but not to worry. I just want to go up here and have a little look, because this is and again, I mean, we're talking thousands of years ago, so a lot of these boulders may have been here, or they may have still been attached up there. So we just don't know really, but let's have a little cook here, because this looks like another place for a sleeping area or a natural cooking area. Look at this. Okay, well, there's no evidence of burning in here, but these are the kind of bits I'd like to just dig. But anyway, oh, there is, look. So there would have been fires here as well, look. Okay. This place is well worth a visit, because as you saw from the accommodation I showed you earlier at the start of the video, that there's a little village down there, and you saw the little trail that we did yesterday. Well, there's accommodation around there. It's just got a lovely, relaxed, almost just like a mountain town feel, where people go and stay, and then they go off and do the peak, or they go to the hot springs, or they go to the cave. But yeah, what a surprisingly wonderful province so far that Uthai Thani is. Anyway, we can just give you a quick little look around here for a final go, and then we shall start the descent. Hey, made it down from the top, and I've got the sun behind me. You won't be able to see me, so here we go. Made it down, back in the beautiful valley. Mission accomplished. I'm back down from the mountain now. A bit of time for a bit of quiet contemplation. Rather pleased with myself actually for being able to get there and still trying to make friends with this fellow. He's not growling anymore, but he won't come for a tickle anyway. Oh, well, this place looked really inviting. There was a sign outside saying soda and ice, but as you can see, I think it's another victim of the endemic scam. Sorry, there's me. Pandemic, rather. Sorry. Yeah, it's another victim of the global situation, a global shit show. But here we go. I thought, it's abandoned. Very nice place to relax on the roof for a bit, so that's exactly what I'm doing. Gotta love this valley. I'd never heard of it before until the missus bought me this book on ancient Thai history. So, thank you, Mrs. Bizzle. That's me signing out from Khao Pla Ra, a beautiful, beautiful valley in Uthai Thani on the central plains of Thailand. Peace. Actually, I have got something to add. You know what? This is the first place I've been to in quite a long time that gives me the feeling that I just want to, extend my stay. But like I said, I'll definitely be back, because as my son and my wife will tell you, every time we go on holiday, a bit for 2 days, 4 days or a week, we always extend it by at least 3 days. So today we're not, we've got to get back. But I think we're going to drive down to Ayutthaya today. But I'll be back very soon. And if anybody wants a really relaxing weekend trip, I can really heartily recommend Uthai Thani.
I'm in your cave. slow and smooth. I got the groove. I'm here to prove that I can shock it or rock it or clock it at the tempo. Keep it flowing, cause yo, I'm here to state some fact. Yes, I'm black and I don't lack. Bringing my brain steady and keeping the right track. Follow the path that is written in the scripture. My work is a caveman. Yes, I'll uplift ya. Straight from the heart and the soul is my riches. Putting down sucker MCs in the ditches. I don't look trendy. Your girl might send me a rose. You oppose, you get a punch in the nose. Now I'm blowing like a water hose. And yo, I'll be a friend if you're not a foe. Now who is this MCM?
This is the only local guy in the coffee shop, so I'm having a sugar-free Fanta with this chap, aren't I, mate? So anyway, right, not gonna, no, okay.